My name is Rachel Reisner, and I'm a certified professional pet sitter in Montreal, Canada. I specialize in cats and exotic animals like hamsters, guinea pigs, and rabbits. And I have with me one of my guinea pig boarders, Noisette, who's going to be going home in a few hours, so I'm trying to fit in one last video before she goes home. Noisette is telling me that she's very happy. I wanted to have a short video about guinea pigs as pets because I'm often asked by friends, mommy friends, because I'm a mother, of pets I would recommend for their young children. Generally, when people ask me this question, they're usually looking for an inexpensive, low-maintenance pet that's not going to bite their kids. And I wouldn't actually recommend guinea pigs as low-maintenance, inexpensive pets because I find they are high-maintenance, expensive pets, particularly living in a city. On the other hand, if you're perfectly fine with having an expensive, high-maintenance pet, guinea pigs do make excellent pets, particularly for children. My daughter loves interacting with her, although I never let her interact with her by herself. It's always with me because I'm the pet sitter. She's my unpaid intern. That's what I call her. But anyway, guinea pigs make great pets because they're gentle, they're interactive, they're always awake. I read somewhere that guinea pigs are only sleep for about 4 hours a day. And actually, I don't think I've ever seen a sleeping guinea pig. I've been boarding guinea pigs for about 2.5 years now, and I mean, you'll see them, they can actually sleep with their eyes open. So you'll see them, they'll be still, and maybe they'll be resting against something and leaning against something, but as soon as they see you or they hear you, then suddenly they're moving again. So as prey animals, they're just always on the move. So that is another thing, is that they're great children's pets because they're just always doing something, and they're almost never sleeping. So it's great. So your child will never be bored because the guinea pig's always going to be making noise and doing things. Another thing to consider is that guinea pigs make lots of noise. So if you're a light sleeper, or if you don't want to hear the constant noises of guinea pigs, then the guinea pigs are not right for you either. Guinea pig owners love these noises because they're so cute, and they get even louder, particularly when it's about food. So so they will learn what the fridge door sounds like, and also when plastic bags are open, because they think it might be vegetables. So they will start weeking very loudly, and you'll think, oh, what's wrong with the guinea pig? But it's just because they're just so enthusiastic about food that they want to be fed all the time. Another thing to consider is the mess. So with guinea pigs, there's just constant cleanup everywhere. They need unlimited hay every day. So there's just going to be hay everywhere, all over your home and on your clothes. You know, your socks, everything is just going to have hay all over it. You can try whatever you want, but even when you're taking the hay from the bag into the enclosure, you're going to have hay just everywhere, even when you're trying to be. There's no way around it. So if you're a very tidy person and you're worried about having hay everywhere, then also guinea pigs are not right for you. Another thing is that while a guinea pig can be litter box trained, I have never met one yet that is totally litter box trained. So they can use a litter box, but they can also use the corner next to the litter box, and they can use their bedding, their beds, you know, even in their food and water dishes. So it's just everywhere. So that's another thing to consider, is that they're not super clean pets. And going on that too is that sometimes they do need to be bathed, because depending on their diets, they may get poop stuck to their feet and their bottoms. So then they just need to be gently bathed in about, say, like an inch of water with a very gentle, pet-safe shampoo that's guinea pig appropriate, and then dried very carefully. So they might need that every couple of days. It just depends. I mean, in general, you don't really need to bathe the guinea pig, but sometimes they do need it so that their feet aren't wet or just covered in poop all the time, and their backsides too, because you don't want to have, well, the smell, and also you don't want them to get infected or them to get sick. So that's also something to consider. Guinea pigs are very gentle. I mean, I've never had one really bite me. I've been somewhat careful, although there are some guinea pigs that don't like being handled. So there are some guinea pigs that are more of the look but don't touch type of guinea pig. They do have different personalities. Noisette is very sweet and easygoing. She's only about 5 or 6 months, so yes, they do get bigger. She is not quite fully grown yet. She's still a baby. You know, like any animal, you may get a guinea pig that actually doesn't like to be touched, so you may have to be prepared for that as well. So in addition to so going on with the cleaning is that yes, they're particularly if you use like water dishes or water bottles, they need to be cleaned every day, even twice a day, because they just very messy. So you need to have certain cleaning supplies. Like I would recommend just get like a very small brush and dustpan from the dollar store, just a few dollars, to help sweep up the poops, which end up being kind of dry, and then hay and things, and that'll help you keep the enclosures decent. Another thing to consider is that guinea pigs do need quite a bit of space, because I mean, if you look at Noisette, she isn't the size of a hamster or mouse. She's a large, small, caged animal. So actually they recommend, like the Guinea Links website, which I would highly recommend as being a very good resource for guinea pig owners, to being about, I think it's about 7 square feet of cage for one guinea pig. But actually for guinea pigs, they recommend that you have at least 2 guinea pigs, because they're herd animals, they're very social, and they like to have a buddy. And in some countries like Switzerland, apparently it is illegal to have only 1 guinea pig, because due to their nature, it's considered cruel to have only 1, so that they live their lives all alone in loneliness. There are some guinea pigs that are the exception to the rule. Some guinea pigs they're not very social, they like being by themselves. But for the most part, usually guinea pigs should have a buddy so that they can be together. And then you would need a bigger cage. So, I mean, what cages that I've seen that are really great that you can buy are the Living World, I think it's like the large and extra large, deluxe, whatever it is. And also the Midwest guinea pig. Oh, is she pooping on me? And then eating it? Possibly. And the Midwest guinea pig habitat, I think, are good for if you want to buy your guinea pig cage. But you can also DIY a guinea pig cage as well. A popular one on the guinea pig forums is a CNC cage. So you can buy these setups, and the great thing about that is that you can make them into different arrangements and also different sizes. So if you want a really big enclosure, then you can do it easily with a CNC setup. So you can go to, say, here in Montreal, you could probably go to, I think I've seen it in Home Depot and maybe even Canadian Tire, or you can buy them online as well. Is you can get these panels that link together, and they're wire, and then there's that. Because for the most part, guinea pigs, I mean, it depends. Some guinea pigs can actually leap quite high, but otherwise guinea pigs aren't especially agile. So it kind of depends on your guinea pig's temperaments, and also if you have other animals in your home as well. So if you have dogs or cats, you may consider having a cover over the cage to protect the guinea pigs, since they are prey animals, and animals are unpredictable as well. So that might be advisable for you. I find that with my own cats, one cat is a geriatric 18-year-old cat with almost no teeth left, and the other cat is a very well-fed 8-year-old cat. I've watched them very carefully. I find that they tend to leave the guinea pigs and rabbits alone, but they will eat the hay, which makes them throw up. So that's another thing to consider if you have other animals, how they might interact with the guinea pig and the guinea pig's hay. Let's see, I can't remember if I mentioned this, but guinea pigs will need an exotic animal veterinarian, not just a cat and dog veterinarian, because for the most part, the cat and dog veterinarian may not see guinea pigs very often, so they just may not be experienced in seeing what the health issue is with the guinea pig if the guinea pig has any problems. So I would strongly recommend you take them to an exotic animal veterinarian that would be more experienced with guinea pigs, and they could also give you very helpful advice. So if you have any behavioral problems or questions about that, they can help you with solutions for that. So I would strongly recommend looking into an exotic animal veterinarian. I guess going back to whether I would recommend guinea pigs as pets for children, is that like any pet, I think that the parent needs to be prepared to take over the full care of the pet. So while the child can help with the pet care, particularly when they're very young, when the child is very young, they just need to be the helper rather than the primary caregiver, because they're minors and they just don't have the same judgment and sense of responsibility that an adult has. They like, for example, would the child understand that the guinea pig is hungry? The guinea pig can get very sick if they don't get fed appropriate food every day. Does the child understand that the water needs to be cleaned every day or twice a day because it has poop inside of it, and the guinea pig can get sick if the water is full of bacteria and is unclean? Will the child be able to notice that there's something wrong with the guinea pig's health and say that the guinea pig needs to go to the veterinarian? These are important things that any pet owner should be able to do, and a child, particularly a small child, may not have the judgment or just the ability to do it, because small children in general just don't have the money that adults have, unless, I don't know, they're a trust fund baby or something. And so since they're not buying the guinea pig food themselves, then they just don't have the same sense of, of time management and care that an adult would have, who is actually buying the guinea pig supplies. If you are thinking of getting a guinea pig as a pet for your child, only do so if you yourself want a guinea pig and not just for the child, because they're awesome pets, and like any pets, the parent is the boss, so the parent has to be prepared to step in and take over. So Noisette has been very good. These are actually, if you're not used to guinea pig sounds, having lots of sounds like this is a good sign. So she's communicating with me and she's saying hi, that she's very comfortable here, and see how her leg was extended. That also means that she's very relaxed. And there's that. So this was my video on guinea pig care. I hope it was helpful, and I hope that when you're looking for a pet of your own, that it helps you make the decision that's right for you. Guinea pigs do make excellent pets, but they're not for everyone. So it's important to do as much research as possible before you make that commitment, because it's that much harder to rehome the animal once you've taken it home, rather than making the decision that's right for you in the first place. So thank you again. My name is Rachel Reisner. I'm a professional pet sitter in Montreal, Canada. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Cats and Hamsters. I'm also on Facebook, which is Cats and Hamsters, Instagram, which is Cats and Hamsters Montreal, or you can check out my website at www.catsandhamsters.com. Also, please let me know if you have any other ideas for videos. I'd be happy to do other videos. I don't always have access to other animals, although I think coming up, I guess I'll do my own animals, because she's my last winter holiday boarder who's going home. So maybe we'll see some ones on hamsters and cats coming up. Thank you again, and have a great day. Bye.